Hello, and welcome back, folks, friends, Monsketeers of all ages. Welcome back to another Radnarok classic cartoon commentary, where we do commentary on more than just cartoons now, apparently. Today we're going on an educational adventure, an imaginative quest with our friend Figment from 1988. September 1988, to be more precise. Directed by Mike Mathis, written by Jamie Simons, and starring Billy Barty as the voice of Figment, our beloved friend Figment. We're gonna learn how it feels to fly. And I can't think of anyone better to explain that than our friend Figment. You don't know who Figment is? What? Well, pay attention. He's Figment. He's a dragon. Feelings. See? What do you call that? A Figmatuya? What? I love this song, by the way. It's not as good as the one on the ride, Journey into Imagination at Epcot, but it's still a really good one. And you know what my favorite part of Figment is? It's his yellow sweater that says Figment on it, and I want one. That's him. If you want to know more about Figment, go give a listen to our Radnarok retrospective podcast where we go over everything you didn't know you wanted to know about Figment. Oh, we're volunteering, Figment. We do. Of course.
Hey there, Beth and Danny.
Ah!
Wow, look at this.
Where did Beth and Danny come from? And do Beth and Danny's families know that what's happened and that they're okay? Can you imagine if that happened like during dinner or like family photos or something? And they just poof away and it's like, oh God! We're just helping Figment.
But you said you needed our help.
How did you hear that? You weren't here.
Oh, a terrible thing has happened in the land of Alpha Cadelpha.
Alpha Cadelpha?
Ruler, King Dreary,
Oh no.
believe in make-believe.
He doesn't believe in make-believe.
Imaginary flyers from his kingdom.
No.
Witches, fairies, ghosts, and even me.
Witches, fairies, and ghosts. Those are the first things I think of when I think imaginary flyers. Actually, they kind of are. That was silly of me to say.
But what can we do?
We need to get the ghosts back in wherever that place is. That place is awful with no ghosts and witches. Alpha
What
Cadelpha.
are we going to tell them? We'll ask them to stay out of the sky until King Dreary lets all of their imaginary flyer friends back into his kingdom.
Okay.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah. Like all of them, though? I'm sure everyone in Alpha Cadelpha is much happier without the ghosts and witches.
We'll just begin at the beginning.
Because I like to fancy myself as a spooky kind of guy.
Let's list the names of everything we can think of
But
that flies.
I understand the value of living a life void of witches. Don't hang out with witches.
Anyway,
That's
there are
just...
a lot of kids. Oops.
You gotta have a lot of trust to hang out with witches.
Help us name all the things that fly.
Because they can get you. They can get you from far away. They don't have to be near you, from what I understand. And ghosts? Who wants to deal with ghosts? I barely like talking to the living. You know, I don't like interacting with people. And they don't have some tragic backstory. Not to say that everyone dead has a tragic backstory, but I mean, there's a lot of them. That's undeniable. What's going on here? What's that owl doing?
Ooh, my favorite.
What?
Eagles.
Oh. Oh, flying. Okay. Now I'm back. Now I'm back.
So can a jumbo jet,
Yes.
a whirling helicopter,
Yeah.
and a rocket.
SpaceX.
Oh, Earth from space.
That was 1988's version of SpaceX.
Come back to Earth. The make-believe flyers are counting on us.
Yeah, the ghosts and the witches. Does anyone else Has anyone else come around and think it's a bad idea? Let's get the other imaginary flyers that for some reason Figment didn't mention.
Like butterflies.
Yeah, like butterflies. But they're real. They're not just
Normal ones
imaginative.
like
Imaginative. Is that a fly or is that Butch,
And
the
don't
bee?
forget animals
Not
that
Butch,
fly,
Spike, the
like
bee.
squirrels.
Although I think his name was Butch at
Are
one
you
time.
sure? Squirrels that can fly?
We also have a retrospective on them.
Some squirrels can fly because they have
Yeah.
extra folds of skin.
That's
that
true.
let them glide, glide through the air.
That's neat.
That is very neat.
Figment, at this rate, it'll take forever to name all the real flyers.
No,
The
it
real
won't.
flyers. So wait, I don't know what our plan is. I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, that does it. I guess we're done.
Yeah,
Oh,
you could have done that from the
we're still in
beginning,
the
Figment.
middle. And it's a
I mean the
muddle.
middle. Model. The middle is muddled.
Set of names by dividing these flyers into groups.
What?
Okay. Well, what should we call our groups?
I don't know.
Red and blue.
Bet our friends can help.
Look.
Anybody out there
Oh
have
my
a
God.
guess?
Beth, don't look at me like that.
What should we call our groups of flyers?
Is that your name? Ah!
Living flyers. Green flyers.
Who
Big flyers.
are you people?
I told you they have lots of good answers.
What happened here?
Let's pick.
What wormhole did we just walk through?
How about people made flyers and living flyers?
Great.
Okay.
Well, we've got our two groups. Now,
What are the
let's
groups
put
again?
living flyers
Okay,
in this
living
column here.
flyers. And then dead flyers, like
People-made
ghosts.
flyers,
Oh,
there.
people made. Machines. Got it.
And ready, steady, go.
I still have a feeling they're going to be blue and red. So, like I suggested earlier, we could have just done blue and red groups. But what do I know? Who listens to me? You had to listen to those other kids that we broke the fifth dimension to communicate with.
And how about kid-made flyers?
What?
Like paper
Ah.
airplanes.
What?
Bubbles.
No wonder you guys want the witches back. You're both witches. Oh my God, you hear that cackle? She is a witch. Ah, they can still doing magic. Oh my gosh.
That does it, right, Figgy? Now,
Figgy?
for the next part,
I don't like it when
everybody
people
say
call him
Alpha
Figgy.
Alpha.
Let me see. It seems to me there's still something missing.
Like what?
Really?
The
final
ghosts?
column on
We
this
found the
slide
witches.
is well
It's these
in order,
kids.
I think you'll find fairies,
Yeah.
flying elephants,
Yeah.
flying horses,
Okay.
Peter Pan, magic carpets, dragons,
Magic carpets.
witches, goblins.
This is before Aladdin came out.
All right.
Not to say that Aladdin, magic carpets weren't a thing before Aladdin, but in the Disneyverse, you know,
Flying elephant.
yeah, see, they weren't common like all these things in the Disneyscape.
Flying horses.
From Fantasia, from Dumbo, from Sleeping Beauty. Where's the magic carpet gonna come from? Oh, there's Peter Pan. Hey, Peter Pan was mentioned by name.
Kids, you mean like us?
Yeah,
You bet.
you
Okay,
witches.
Your job is to go tell our plan to the people-made flyers, and Beth, you visit the living flyers.
What?
Oh, Figment.
Who's gonna go talk to the planes?
Imaginary flyers. But I don't know how to fly.
Call
I'm talking
Tinkerbell.
about a special kind of flying.
Yeah, pixie
Kind
dust.
You can do in your mind. Use your imagination.
Oh,
Rely
I
on
thought we
your
were gonna
flight
get
center.
pixie dust.
Think of something that flies, then imagine how it would taste, smell, feel, look, and sound to be that thing
I
flying
mean,
around.
thinking
The
of
thing
happy
you remember
thoughts
about
seems easier, but what do I
flying
know?
is just like a story.
Again,
It has a beginning,
just the
a
guy with the
middle,
idea of
and
making
an
blue and
end.
red groups for our flyers, but you know.
The middle.
Hey, it's Dale.
You fly.
What? What was that, Figment?
The end, you land.
Oh,
It's easy. Close
Okay.
your eyes, Danny,
All
and
right.
repeat the magic words after me.
cast the spell.
Carefully listen closely. See what you can see.
This is exactly what they're doing.
The
They're
magic
casting a
of
spell
words
right now.
And the power in your mind,
Oh my
I
gosh,
can be whatever I want to be.
this is scaring me. Did he just turn himself into a
Figment,
plane?
yes. My engine is on, and I
He
hear
did.
a whirring noise. I'm shaking a little, and it makes me feel all warm inside. I smell like grease and gasoline. Oh, I'm moving. rolling down the runway.
And that's only the beginning, Danny.
I don't know. I get it. I mean, he's a plane, but just hearing him say, "I smell like grease and gasoline," just was unsettling to
Off
me.
the ground, up in the air.
And I laugh when I'm
What if
nervous.
the air doesn't hold me? Figment, save me.
Yeah, Figment, you got wings.
You can do it.
Pull up, Danny.
Ride and fly. Whee! That's it.
Where are you, Figment?
I did it, Figment. I'm flying. Up in the clouds.
Oh, he's using his imagination. That's right. He didn't actually turn into a
I
plane.
feel like I can reach out and touch them.
Try it.
It's so quiet up here. The only sound I hear is my motor. And it's beautiful.
Now me.
Now
I
you.
want to fly like an eagle.
Do it.
You can do it.
Ah!
Woohoo! Just use your imagination.
Oh, and that means
Here,
what's the place that they all got thrown out of, all the flyers?
able to fly.
Collabolab?
Know the magic words by heart. Let's careful.
There she goes. Now she's casting the spell.
See what
Witches. Witches and
power of
dragon.
words.
Imaginary flyers that got kicked out of the land of Collabolab.
I can be whatever
And
I want.
this whole episode has just been them trying to trick their way back into this town that has been made safer
But I hear other birds calling.
by the Gloomy King. Was that his name? King Dreary?
Jump into the wind.
Oh,
All he wanted to do was protect his citizens
I'm flying.
from
Figment.
ghosts and witches and dragons.
Powerful. I can ride the wind to go up or
Man.
down. I can soar.
I don't know
Just by how I move my wings.
if I'm taking away the wrong perspective
Oh,
from
there's
this,
cliffs down there.
or I'm just the
And
only one who
mountains
sees
so
through the
beautiful.
what's really going on. I see the truth. I see beyond the lies
Feathers.
that's
and
it,
distractions
that's
of
it.
eagles.
You both got it. You're in the middle of flying, which brings us to the end of our plan.
What's the end of what?
Danny,
We're at the end of the
it's
plan.
up to you to fly off and ask all the people-made flyers to stay out of the sky until
What?
King Dreary changes his mind.
Yeah, go talk to the other planes.
And I'll talk to all the living flyers.
I mean, that makes way more sense than him going to go talk to a helicopter.
I talked to all the people made flyers, and they said they'd stay out
They
of the
talked
sky
back?
until King Jury lets the imaginary
Whoa.
flyers back in the Alpha Cadalpha.
Alpha
These are the
Gadalpha.
living flyers.
Okay, I give up.
What do you
I
mean give up?
need my real flyers. And to be honest,
You are
I'm
such a
used to
pushover.
Imaginary flyers. What's a world without color?
We weren't talking about color. We were talking about witches and ghosts.
Figment, I'd like to go back to Alpha Cadalpha. and
I
take
bet you
all our
would,
friends.
witch.
How do we get there again?
Just use your imagination and let your thoughts fly.
Let's go torment the citizens of Alpha Cadalpha. I didn't take anything away from this. You know what? I did take something away. I took away the lesson that
Dragon, I read and learn it.
you can find darkness in anything.
Feeling, what a way to feel it.
He's Figment. He's a dragon. He's a imaginary flyer, and he is welcome back to Alpha Gadalpha. Again, do you want to learn more about Figment? Check out our podcast, our retrospective episode where we tell you everything you didn't know you wanted to know about Figment. And go for a ride in our Vlogumentary series on Journey into Imagination, the ride at Epcot that features Figment. We can ride it together. You can ride it by yourself. I give you all the options. LealLegacy.com. See ya.